Hello class, today I will be teaching you about a few different classroom survey and polling tools, specifically Poll Everywhere, Answer Garden, and Plickers. I am a huge fan of classroom polling. I think it can serve a huge variety of educational purposes. We can use them to take quick pre-assessments before the start of lessons, check the progress of students' learning, run practice tests, and learn about student interests at the start of the year. This is my wiki page on the subject if you want to check it out. It's got some more information for you. And all right, let's start with Plickers. Plickers utilizes coded cards, sort of similar to the QR codes that we learned about, to gather student data and quickly test them after a lesson. The teacher asks the class some questions. So you can see here sort of an example of my class. I'm logged into my account over here. It's free, it's easy, ASmith. You can add however many students you want in the class. See, easy to do. And then you click on over to live view and see the questions you're asking. So I would ask the class this question, A, B, C, or D, and then they would use their card. Each student would have a unique card with each side specific to A, B, C, or D, and then they would hold up their card, the alignment of which would tell me their answer, and I would use this to poll them after the lesson, see what they've learned. It's just a great way to gather student data and to quickly test them. Here is a picture of Plickers in action. The teacher uses either their cell phone or an iPad to scan the class's answers and to see what everybody knows. So that is Plickers. Here is Answer Garden. It is a content aggregator and a feedback tool. It allows students to answer questions anonymously and then creates a kind of word cloud out of the students' responses. So here you see what are some things William Shakespeare is known for. I would put this link on the board, the class would go there, and then they would type in answers. And it would show me what they already know. What is Shakespeare known for? Hamlet. You see right there, Hamlet small. I submit it. Now it's bigger because it's been put in a few times. It's a word cloud. It shows me, the teacher, the frequency of students' answers so I understand what they know, what maybe I don't need to focus on as much. So you see sonnets and Hamlet are bigger because they've been answered more. Rhymes are small, so I know maybe focus on rhymes. I can see a student said Shakespeare's known for being boring. That is kind of something you open yourself up to with anonymous tools like this. Students sort of feel braver to say whatever they want because nobody knows who it is, but it would also let me know, maybe they'd feel uncomfortable telling me in class that they think Shakespeare is boring. So now I know, okay, I have a kid who thinks this is boring. Today I'm going to focus on Shakespearean insults and some of the more humorous aspects of his plays to really, get that kid's interests. So that's basically what Answer Garden is. It's just a tool to see what your students know and to let you know before your lesson what to focus on so you can make some changes on the spot based on the responses you get. And finally, I have got Poll Everywhere. This you do need an account for. I'm logged in. It's free. It's easy, just like Plickers. Easy to make an account. You create a poll, you ask the class, and then they text in their responses, again, anonymous like Answer Garden, so people don't have to be afraid of getting stuff wrong. Here is one I used last week. It was for a lesson on low vision and blindness. So as students text in responses, they start to pop up like this. They would text Alexander SMI 155 to 37607. There's no charge, free to use, and then it would let me know before I started my lesson on low vision and blindness what they already knew. So I knew, okay, this is what I'm working off of for today's lesson. It's a great tool. I think it's a great way to get students engaged, utilizes multiple means of expression because they can get their cell phones out. I think high school kids especially would have a lot of fun with that. And so that's Poll Everywhere. Quickly, I want to show you how easy it is to make a new poll. Create a poll. How many lines are there in a sonnet? Now, the last question, the low vision blindness you saw, was open-ended, and the answers came in a text wall. I'm going to make this one multiple choice instead. The correct answer is 14 lines, but here you go. And then just like that, I created a new poll. If I was going to teach a lesson on sonnets and wanted to know what the class knew prior to starting my lesson, I would put this up on the board, tell the kids to take out their cell phones and to text in responses. And then I would see how many people know that it's 14 lines, how many don't. If a bunch of people said 88, I'd say, oh wow, I have my work cut out for me today. They don't know anything about sonnets. And again, it's just a great way to assess knowledge before you start your lesson. I think it's a lot of fun. I am a huge fan of these tools. That is Poll Everywhere, and previously we had Answer Garden and Plickers. I hope you learned something. Thanks.